Get ready, viewers, because our boys from Baker Street are coming back.
What's nice to see what?
There is hardly any person who doesn't like Sherlock and his pal, Dr. Watson. After the success of first two parts, Sherlock Holmes 2009 and Game of Shadows 2011, the third chapter of this series is on its way. But when will we see it, and what is gonna happen in this film? To answer these questions, Cine Wizard has made this video. So like and subscribe to our channel Cine Wizard, and let's start today's video. There is no detective film which can relate to Sherlock Holmes in terms of entertainment. From British humor to action and mystery to drama, this series is all you can ask for. Therefore, after receiving warm feedback from critics and the public, Warner Bros. Pictures has decided to launch its third part. Which brings us to this question: what is the plot of the third film? To answer this, we have to look back at what has already happened.
Lord Blackwood.
The witness stated that he saw Lord Blackwood rise from the grave.
Going to raise a force that will alter the course of the world.
In the first two parts, there are two separate storylines to follow. The first part opens with the rescue of a young girl by Sherlock and Dr. Watson. They save the innocent girl and capture the main villain of the first part, Lord Henry Blackwood. This man claims to have supernatural powers and spread terror among people. After he is hanged, a series of gruesome murders started and Sherlock is summoned up by a secret society. The task given to Sherlock is to stop Lord Henry, who has come back from death. Things got ugly for Sherlock and Watson as Lord Blackwood injures Dr. Watson. The first part ends with the death of Henry Blackwood at the hands of Sherlock himself.
I wanted to change the world, but I'll settle for ending yours.
I wish you would.
The second chapter entirely revolves around the arch enemy of Sherlock, Professor James Moriarty. He is smart, vicious, and ruthless in his ambition. He also killed Irene Adler, the love interest of Sherlock Holmes. Things got escalated between them as Moriarty wants to increase his business by starting a war.
You've less than 10 minutes. Don't!
In this game of cat and mouse, Sherlock finally understood the whole plan of Moriarty. Sherlock and Watson finally stop him by preventing a war between European countries. In the final battle between two geniuses, Sherlock jumps from a balcony along with Moriarty and they both are presumed dead. But Sherlock is alive and can be seen in Watson's house.
I'm knee-deep in the single most important case of my career.
What are we up against here?
The most formidable criminal mind in Europe.
To be fair, there is no official update for the storyline of Sherlock Holmes 3. But don't worry, because Cine Wizard have some ideas about it. Surely Henry Blackwood is dead because his death was pretty cruel and obvious. But when it comes to Professor Moriarty, we are not so sure. It is quite possible that he may be alive and busy elsewhere hatching some evil plan. Because just like Sherlock, who is alive after falling from such height.
Your clock is ticking.
Do trust me.
No.
Just follow my lead. Make it count!
Professor's death is still a mystery. If that is the case, then there are some high chances that Moriarty's arc is not finished. But on the other hand, there is a possibility that a new villain will be in Sherlock Holmes 3. The reason behind this is the statement from Robert Downey Jr. in an interview. According to him, Warner Bros. Pictures has decided to make a whole new detective universe for the character of Sherlock Holmes. In that case, the chances of a new antagonist with a new case are very high. But whatever the case may be, it is guaranteed that we will see some amazing action and thrill in this new part. According to resources, Robert Downey Jr. will reprise his role as Sherlock Holmes. Alongside him, Jude Law is also returning as Dr. Watson. This hilarious duo is not finished with solving mysteries and capturing bad guys.
Who are you two?
Concerned citizens.
The other cast members are not confirmed yet, but the guess is they will also reprise their roles. But one person is not coming, and that person is Guy Ritchie. He is the director of the first two parts, who showed his mastery by directing the first two movies. If he is not directing the third part, then who is gonna be? It has confirmed that Dexter Fletcher is directing this part. He replaced Guy Ritchie as a new director for the third part. He has directed Eddie the Eagle and Rocketman. The script of Sherlock Holmes Part 3 is written by Chris Brancato. He is the same person who wrote the script of the famous Netflix crime series Narcos. So this film is getting pretty excited before its release.
It's coming back now.
Finally, the most awaited news has reached. It has been announced that Sherlock Holmes will be released in December 2021. The exact date is not revealed yet, but the first two parts were released near Christmas. Therefore, this part might be released on Christmas or near it. It was originally scheduled to be released in previous December. But then, the pandemic took a toll on it. That's why you better get ready for this film, because it is not so far now.
You know my methods. Shall we get to work?
Are you excited as much as we are? If answer is yes, then tell us about your favorite scene from its two parts. If you want to keep watching such videos about your favorite movies, shows and stars, then subscribe to Cine Wizard. Because here, we keep you updated with recent news of Hollywood.